The bruises on her wrist looked like another man's fingerprints. Naomi tried to pull her sleeve down as she carried the tray of wine glasses. Too late. The most dangerous man in Chicago was already staring at them. His dark eyes held the kind of rage that ended with bodies in the river. Before we continue, drop a comment telling us where you're watching from and what time it is there. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and share it with anyone who loves dark romance stories like this one. Now, let's get back to the story. Naomi Brooks was 25 years old and drowning. Not in water, in bills, in debt, in the kind of fear that made her hands shake when her phone rang. She worked at Moonlight, the fanciest restaurant in Chicago, the kind of place where one bottle of wine cost more than her rent. Where men in $1,000 suits talked about money like it was nothing. Nothing was exactly what Naomi had. Her daughter Amara was 6 years old. She had leukemia, the cancer kind that ate through money faster than it ate through her tiny body. The hospital bills were over $300,000 now. Naomi had dropped out of nursing school 2 years ago when Amara got sick. No time for school when your baby was dying. She worked 3 jobs: waitress at Moonlight, delivery driver on weekends, night shift at a gas station when she could stay awake. It still wasn't enough. It would never be enough. Her phone buzzed in her apron. A text from the hospital. Amara needed another treatment. Another $12,000. Naomi felt her chest get tight. She couldn't breathe right. Table 7 needs water. Her manager snapped his fingers at her. Table 7, the corner booth, the one everyone whispered about. Kang Min-jun owned Moonlight. He owned half the buildings in Chicago. Everyone knew what he really did. The restaurant was just a cover. He ran the biggest crime syndicate in the city. Drugs, guns, money, all of it. Naomi had never spoken to him before. She kept her head down, did her job, went home. But tonight, he was here. Sitting in the corner with 2 men in dark suits. One of them was Jin Park. Everyone knew Jin. He was the one who made problems disappear. Naomi picked up the water pitcher. Her hands were shaking. She walked to table 7. Min-jun was tall, over 6 feet, sharp cheekbones, dark eyes that saw everything. He wore a black suit that probably cost more than her car. A platinum watch caught the light on his wrist. She could see the edge of a tattoo on his neck, a dragon's tail curling up toward his jaw. Water? Her voice came out too quiet. He looked up at her. Really looked. His eyes moved from her face down to her hands, to the pitcher she was holding, to the bruises on her wrist where her sleeve had ridden up again. His face changed. Something dark and angry moved behind his eyes. Who did that to you? His voice was deep, calm, too calm. Nothing. I'm fine. Naomi pulled her sleeve down fast. Do you need water or... I asked you a question. He leaned back in his chair, still watching her. Who put those marks on you? Her heart was racing now. This was bad. She shouldn't have come to this table. I fell. It's nothing. You fell. He said it like he didn't believe her. Multiple times. In the exact shape of fingers. Jin Park was staring at her too now. The other man at the table had his hand inside his jacket, probably on a gun. I need to get back to work. Naomi set the water down. Her hands were shaking so bad she almost dropped the pitcher. Wait. Min-jun stood up. He was even taller standing. He moved around the table toward her. Naomi stepped back. Her body remembered what men did when they got angry, when they got too close. But he stopped, held up his hands. I'm not going to hurt you. I have to go. She turned to leave. Christopher Hayes. Min-jun said the name quietly. Federal prosecutor. He did this to you, didn't he? Naomi froze. Ice ran down her spine. How did he know Chris? How did he know anything? She turned back slowly. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. Min-jun's jaw was tight. He comes here sometimes, with other lawyers, government people. I've seen him watching you. The way he looks at you isn't normal. He's my ex. The words came out before she could stop them. We broke up 3 months ago, but he won't leave me alone. Minjun's eyes got darker, colder. Does he hit you? Naomi didn't answer. She couldn't. Does he know where you live? Yes. Her voice was barely a whisper now. Does he threaten you? He says if I tell anyone, he'll take Amara away from me. He has lawyer friends, judge friends. He says I'll never see her again. Something dangerous crossed Minjun's face. He looked at Jin Park. Find everything on Christopher Hayes. Every parking ticket. Every dirty deal. Everything. Jin nodded and pulled out his phone. I can't. Naomi's voice broke. I can't get involved in this. I have a daughter. If he finds out I talk to anyone, he won't find out. Minjun stepped closer. Go home after your shift. Pack a bag for you and your daughter. Someone will pick you up. What? No, I can't just... You can. His voice was firm. You will. That man is dangerous. He's investigating my organization, which means he thinks he's untouchable, that he can do whatever he wants. He can, Naomi whispered. He's a federal prosecutor. Nobody will believe me over him. I'm not nobody. Minjun's phone buzzed. He looked at it, then back at her. Your brother Isaiah sold your new address to Hayes last week for $45,000 to pay off gambling debts. The world tilted. Naomi grabbed the back of a chair to stay standing. What? I'm sorry. And he actually looked sorry. But Hayes knows where you moved to. He's probably watching your apartment right now. Tears burned in her eyes. Isaiah, her own brother, the only family she had left besides Amara. I've been watching you for 6 weeks, Minjun said. Since I saw him follow you to your car after your shift. Since I saw him grab your arm hard enough to leave marks. I had my people look into it. That's when I found out who he was. What he was doing to you. Why? Naomi wiped her eyes. Why do you care? His face was hard, unreadable. My mother was killed by my father when I was 10. He beat her for years. Nobody helped her. Nobody stopped him. I watched her die. The restaurant felt too quiet, too still. I don't let that happen. Not in my city. Not to anyone. He pulled out a card, put it in her hand. This is my personal number. You have 2 hours to decide. Pack and come with me. Or stay and wait for Hayes to show up at your door. Your choice. Naomi looked at the card. Heavy black paper. Gold letters. Just a phone number. Nothing else. If I come with you... She looked up at him. What do you want from me? I want to keep you alive. His eyes met hers. That's all. Nobody does something for nothing. You're right. He smiled. It wasn't a nice smile. I want Christopher Hayes destroyed. He thinks he can abuse women and investigate me at the same time. I'm going to show him what happens when you come after what's mine. I'm not yours. You are now. He said it so simply, like it was already decided. The moment I saw those bruises, you became mine to protect. That's how this works. So make your choice, Naomi Brooks. Die scared. Or live dangerous. Her phone buzzed again. Another text from the hospital. Amara's fever was getting worse. She needed her mother. Naomi thought about Chris, about his hands around her throat last time, about his promises to take Amara away, about her brother selling her out for money. She thought about her daughter, about the life she wanted to give her, about being brave enough to take it. 2 hours, she whispered. Minjun nodded. Jin will pick you up. Bring your daughter. Bring her medical records. Nothing else matters. He walked past her, stopped, leaned close to her ear. Welcome to the family, Shagia. Then he was gone, his men following behind him like shadows. Naomi stood there holding the card. Her hands had stopped shaking. For the first time in 3 months, she wasn't scared. She was angry. 2 hours later, Naomi stood outside her apartment with one bag. Amara was asleep against her shoulder, too tired from treatment to ask questions. A black car pulled up. Jin Park got out of the driver's seat, opened the back door for her. Boss is waiting, he said. Naomi looked back at her apartment, at the life that had almost killed her. Then she got in the car. They drove for 30 minutes. Out of her neighborhood, through downtown, to a building made of glass and steel that touched the clouds. The penthouse took up the entire top floor. Floor-to-ceiling windows showed the whole city, like Min-jun owned it all. Maybe he did. He was standing by the windows when they walked in, still in that black suit, still looking dangerous. "Put her in the bedroom on the right," he told Jin. "It's already set up for a child." Naomi carried Amara down the hall. The bedroom was painted soft purple. There was a princess bed, stuffed animals, a nightlight shaped like a moon. "How did you—" She turned around. Min-jun was standing in the doorway. "I told you, I've been watching you for 6 weeks. I know she likes princesses, and stars, and strawberry ice cream." It should have been creepy. Instead, it felt like someone finally saw her, really saw her. She laid Amara down, covered her with blankets, kissed her forehead. When she walked back out, Min-jun was in the living room, taking off his jacket. She saw blood on his white shirt. Fresh blood. Still wet. "You're hurt." The nursing student in her came out automatically. "It's nothing." "Let me see." She walked closer. "Please." He looked at her for a long moment. Then he unbuttoned his shirt. The cut was deep. Across his ribs. Something sharp. A knife, maybe? "Sit down," she ordered. He actually smiled. "Bossy." "I almost finished nursing school. I know what I'm doing." She went to the bathroom, found a first aid kit under the sink. Of course he had one. Probably used it a lot. When she came back, he was sitting on the couch, shirtless. The dragon tattoo covered his entire chest and shoulder. Beautiful and deadly. Like him. Naomi sat next to him, started cleaning the wound. Her hands were steady now. This she knew how to do. Fix people. Help them. "Thank you," she said quietly, "for helping us." "Don't thank me yet." His voice was rough. "Hayes is going to come after you harder now, and my grandmother hates disruptions. She won't like you being here." "Your grandmother?" "Vivian Kang. She ran this organization before me. She still thinks she runs it." He winced as Naomi put stitches in. "She's going to test you, try to break you, send you running." "I don't run anymore." He looked at her then, really looked. Something hot and dangerous moved between them. "Good," he whispered, "because I don't let go of what's mine." Naomi tied off the last stitch, but she didn't move away. Neither did he. "Why are you really doing this?" she asked. His hand came up, thumb brushing across her cheek, so gentle it made her chest hurt. "Because when I look at you," he said, "I see someone worth protecting, worth keeping, worth burning the whole city down for." His phone rang. He answered it, listened. His face got dark. "Hayes just put out an arrest warrant for you," he said, "claiming you stole from him. He has cops looking for you right now." Naomi felt the fear try to come back, but then Min-jun stood up, pulled her up with him. "Let him look," he said. "He'll never find you. Not here. Not with me. You're under my protection now. That means you're untouchable." He pulled her closer, his other hand going to her waist. "Sleep in the guest room tonight," he said. "Tomorrow, we start the war." Naomi woke up to sunlight on her face. For a second, she forgot where she was. Then she remembered. The penthouse. Min-jun. Everything. She got out of bed fast, checked on Amara. Her daughter was still sleeping, breathing steady. Good. In the kitchen, Min-jun was making coffee. He wore black pants and a white t-shirt. The bandage on his ribs showed through the thin fabric. His hair was messy. He looked almost normal. Almost. "Your daughter's doctor called," he said. "Dr. Santos. I told her Amara is with you, that you're both safe. She wants to see Amara tomorrow for treatment." "How did you get her number?" "I get every number I need." He poured coffee into 2 mugs. "The hospital bills are paid, all of them. Amara's treatment is covered from now on." Naomi's hands froze on the counter. "What?" $320,000. Paid in full this morning. He slid a mug toward her. "You don't have to worry about money anymore." "I can't. That's too much. I can't pay you back." I don't want you to pay me back. His eyes met hers. I want you to stop looking so tired, so scared. I want you to focus on your daughter getting better. Tears burned in her throat. Nobody had ever done something like this for her. Why? Because you're mine now. I take care of what's mine. There was that word again. Mine. It should have made her angry. Instead, it made her feel safe, protected, like she could finally breathe. Jin walked in. Hayes is on TV. You need to see this. They went to the living room, turned on the news. Chris was on the screen, standing at a microphone, looking perfect in his suit, looking innocent. Naomi Brooks is wanted for questioning in a theft investigation, he was saying. If anyone has information about her location, please contact the authorities. She has a young daughter with her. We're concerned for the child's safety. That lying? Naomi couldn't finish. Her whole body shook with rage. He's trying to turn people against you, Minjun said. Make you look like a bad mother, so when he finds you, nobody will question it. What do I do? Nothing. Let him talk. I have something better planned. Minjun picked up his phone, made a call. Release the first package. He hung up, smiled. By tomorrow, 3 reporters will have proof that Hayes has been taking bribes from drug dealers. By next week, they'll have his offshore bank accounts. By the end of the month, his whole career will be buried. Naomi stared at him. You're going to destroy him. Yes, no hesitation. Completely. He's a federal prosecutor. He has protection, friends in high places. So do I. Minjun stood up. Get dressed. Jin is taking Amara to a safe location for the day. You're coming with me. Where? Training. The basement of the building was huge. One whole room was full of guns. Another room had targets, punching bags, mats for fighting. Minjun handed Naomi a gun. Ever shoot before? No. Today you learn. He moved behind her, put his hands over hers on the gun. His chest pressed against her back. Feet apart, shoulders back. Breathe. His breath was warm on her neck. Naomi tried to focus, tried not to notice how solid he felt behind her, how safe. Look at the target, he said. His hands guided hers up. Don't think, just feel. The gun is part of you now. I don't want to hurt anyone. You will if it means protecting your daughter. Or yourself. His voice got harder. Hayes won't stop. My grandmother won't accept you easily. You need to be ready to fight back. He was right. Naomi knew he was right. Show me, she said. For the next 2 hours, he taught her how to hold the gun, how to aim, how to shoot. Her hands got sore. Her ears rang even with protection. But she hit the target. Not perfect, but good enough. Again, Minjun said each time, patient, firm. When they finished, her arms were shaking, but she felt different, stronger. Good, he said. Tomorrow we do hand-to-hand combat. They went back upstairs. Jin was there with Amara. Her daughter ran to her. Mama, Jin bought me ice cream, and we went to the park. Naomi hugged her tight, looked at Jin over Amara's head. Thank you. Jin nodded. She's a good kid. Smart. That night, after Amara went to bed, Naomi found Minjun on the balcony. He was smoking, looking out at the city lights. Can't sleep? She asked. Never could. He put out the cigarette. Too many enemies. Too many people who want me dead. She moved to stand next to him. The wind was cold up this high. Do you ever regret it? This life? Every day. His voice was quiet. But I can't leave. My mother died to protect me, to keep me alive long enough to take over from my father. If I walk away now, it means she died for nothing. What happened to your father? I killed him. He said it so simply. When I was 15, put a bullet in his head while he slept, for what he did to my mother, for what he did to me. Naomi should have been scared, should have run. Instead, she reached for his hand, held it. I'm sorry, she whispered. He looked down at their hands. Don't be sorry for monsters. You're not a monster. Yes, I am. He turned to face her. But I'm your monster now. Remember that. His phone rang. He answered. His face changed, got dark, angry. What? Naomi asked when he hung up. Your brother Isaiah is here, downstairs. Says he needs to talk to you. Everything inside Naomi went cold. No. I can send him away. No. I want to see him. She needed to look Isaiah in the eye, needed to hear him admit what he did. Let him up. Minjun studied her face, then nodded. Jin, bring him up. Search him first. 5 minutes later, Isaiah walked in. He looked terrible, skinny, shaking. His eyes were red. Naomi. He tried to smile. Thank God you're okay. I saw the news. That prosecutor is crazy. I came to help. You sold me out. Naomi's voice was ice. For $45,000, you told Chris where I moved. Isaiah's face went white. How did you think I wouldn't find out? She stepped closer. I'm your sister. Amara is your niece, and you sold us to a man who beats me, who threatens to take my daughter away. I didn't know he would hurt you. I swear. Isaiah was crying now. I had debts. Bad people were going to kill me. I needed the money. So you sold your family. I'm sorry. Please, Naomi, I'm so sorry. Minjun moved behind her, his hand on her lower back, supporting her. Get out, Naomi said. I never want to see you again. Please! Out! Jin grabbed Isaiah, dragged him to the door. Wait! Minjun's voice stopped them. He walked to Isaiah, looked down at him. You have 24 hours to leave Chicago. If you're still here tomorrow night, I'll kill you myself. Slowly. Understand? Isaiah nodded, terrified. Jin threw him out. The door closed. Naomi stood there, shaking, not crying, just angry. So angry. He's your brother, Minjun said softly. He was my brother. She turned to look at him. Not anymore. Something like respect crossed his face. You're stronger than you know. I have to be. For Amara. He pulled her close, just held her. She let herself lean into him, let herself feel protected for once. I need to tell you something, he said after a while. My grandmother is coming tomorrow. She wants to meet you. Okay? It won't be okay. She's going to test you, try to scare you, maybe threaten you. His arms tightened around her. She thinks you're a weakness, that I'm being stupid keeping you here. Maybe she's right. She's not. He pulled back, looked at her. You make me remember why I do this, why I fight. My mother wanted me to be better than my father, to protect instead of destroy. You remind me of that. Before Naomi could answer, his phone rang again. He looked at it. His face went blank. I have to go, he said. Business. I'll be back in a few hours. Okay. He kissed her forehead. Then he was gone. Jin and his other men following. Naomi was alone with Amara. She checked on her daughter. Still sleeping. Still okay. Hours passed. Minjun didn't come back. Didn't call. Naomi tried not to worry. He was a crime boss. He had business. Dangerous business. Then her phone buzzed. A video message. From a number she didn't know. She opened it. Minjun was on the screen, tied to a chair, blood on his face. A woman stood behind him, older, beautiful, cold eyes. Hello, Naomi Brooks. The woman's voice was smooth, deadly. I'm Vivian Kang, Minjun's grandmother, the real head of this family. Naomi's heart stopped. My grandson thinks he's in love with you, that you're special. Vivian smiled. But you're just a waitress, a nobody, a distraction from his duties. Grandmother, stop, Minjun started. Vivian hit him. Hard. I'm sending you an address, Vivian said to the camera. Come alone, tonight, or I'll kill him. He may be my blood, but business comes first, and you're bad for business. The video ended. A text came through. An address on the south side, the bad part of town. Naomi's hands were shaking. This was a trap. It had to be. But what if it wasn't? What if Vivian really would kill him? Another text. This one from Jin. Don't go. It's a test. Boss wants to see if you'll risk yourself for him, or if you'll run. Naomi looked at her sleeping daughter, at the safe room, the comfortable bed, the protection Minjun had given them. She thought about the gun training, about being strong, about fighting back. Then she grabbed her coat, grabbed the gun Minjun had given her, and walked out the door. If this was a test, she'd pass it. If it was real, she'd save him. Either way, she wasn't running anymore. The address was an old warehouse, dark, empty, exactly the kind of place where people died. Naomi parked her car outside, checked the gun. Her hands were steady now. She wasn't the same scared woman from a week ago. She walked inside. Minjun was there, tied to a chair. But he wasn't hurt. The blood was fake. He looked angry when he saw her. "I told Jin to stop you," he said. "He tried." Naomi looked around. "Where's your grandmother?" "Right here." Vivian Kang stepped out of the shadows. She was beautiful, elegant, wearing a dress that probably cost more than a car. Her eyes were sharp, calculating. "You came," Vivian said. "I'm impressed. Stupid, but impressed." "Let him go," Naomi said. "Why? So you can play house? Pretend to be part of this family?" Vivian laughed. It wasn't a nice sound. "You're a waitress with a sick child. You have nothing. You are nothing." "Then why test me?" Vivian's smile disappeared. "Because my grandson is acting like a fool, paying your bills, protecting you, starting a war with a federal prosecutor over a woman he barely knows." "I know her enough," Minjun said. His eyes were on Naomi. "Untie me, now." Vivian nodded. One of her men cut the ropes. Minjun stood up, walked to Naomi, checked her over. "You shouldn't have come," he said quietly. "I know." She touched his face. "But I did anyway." "Why?" "Because you're mine too." The words came out simple. True. "I protect what's mine." Something hot and fierce crossed his face. He pulled her close, kissed her, hard, like he was claiming her in front of everyone. When he pulled back, Vivian was watching, her face unreadable. "Well," she said finally, "maybe you're not completely useless, but words are easy, actions matter. There's a wedding tomorrow night. The daughter of the Lee family is marrying the son of the Park family. Every crime family in Chicago will be there." "So?" Naomi asked. "So you're coming with us, as Minjun's partner, his equal?" Vivian's eyes were cold. "If you can survive one night in our world, I'll accept you. If you can't," she shrugged. "Well, accidents happen at weddings." Minjun's jaw tightened. "Grandmother." "It's okay," Naomi said. "I'll do it." Vivian smiled. "Good. The dress will be delivered in the morning. Try not to embarrass us." She walked out, her men following. Minjun turned to Naomi. "This is dangerous. These people are killers, politicians. They'll test you. Try to break you." "Let them try." Naomi wasn't scared anymore. "I've survived worse." The wedding was at the biggest hotel in Chicago. Huge ballroom, crystal lights, hundreds of people in expensive clothes. Naomi wore a red dress, long, elegant. Minjun had sent it with a note. "Red for my queen." She walked in on his arm. Every eye turned to look. Whispers followed them. Who is she? Where did she come from? Is that really Kang Minjun's woman? Minjun's hand was firm on her back. "Ignore them. You belong here." They sat at the main table. Vivian was already there, along with other family heads, old men with hard eyes, women with fake smiles. "This is Naomi Brooks," Minjun introduced her. "My partner." Partner, not girlfriend, not date. Partner, equal. The dinner was long, boring. People talked about business and code. About territory, about money. Naomi stayed quiet, watched, learned. Then she saw him. Christopher Hayes, across the room, in a suit, talking to a judge. Her blood went cold. What is he doing here? The Lee family invited him. They're trying to look legitimate. Having a prosecutor at the wedding helps. Minjun's hand found hers under the table. He can't touch you here. Too many witnesses. But Chris was looking at her. His eyes were angry, possessive. He started walking toward their table. Naomi. His voice was smooth, fake friendly. I've been looking everywhere for you. You missed your court date. I don't have a court date. You made that up. You're wanted for theft, for questioning. He smiled at the table. I'm just trying to help her. She's confused, scared. She's neither, Minjun said. His voice was ice. And you're not welcome at this table. I'm a federal prosecutor. I'm welcome everywhere. Chris looked at Naomi. Come with me, now, before this gets ugly. No. His hand shot out, grabbed her wrist, hard, right where the old bruises were. Minjun stood up fast. His fist connected with Chris's face. Blood sprayed. Chris fell back. The room went silent, everyone staring. Chris got up slowly. His nose was bleeding. You just assaulted a federal officer, in front of witnesses. You put your hands on my woman, Minjun said. That's a death sentence. Is that a threat? It's a promise. Security guards rushed over, but not to help Chris. They grabbed him, pulled him away. The Lee family doesn't appreciate violence at their daughter's wedding, one of them said to Chris. You need to leave. This isn't over, Chris said to Naomi. I'll find you. I always do. Then he was gone. Naomi was shaking. Not from fear, from rage. He's never going to stop. Yes, he will. Vivian stood up. Because tomorrow, every news station in America will have proof of his crimes. By next week, he'll be arrested. By next month, he'll be in prison, where men like him belong. She looked at Naomi. Really looked. You didn't run. You didn't cry. You didn't beg for help. Maybe you are strong enough for this family after all. Before Naomi could answer, gunshots rang out. People screamed, started running. Minjun pushed Naomi down, covered her body with his. Stay down! More shots, glass breaking. Jin appeared with other guards, returning fire. It's a hit! Jin yelled. Someone's trying to kill the groom. But Naomi saw the shooter, saw where his gun was aimed, not at the groom. At Minjun. Move! She shoved Minjun aside. The bullet hit her shoulder instead of his chest. Pain exploded through her. Hot, sharp. She fell. Minjun caught her. His face was terrified. No, 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 no! I'm okay, she gasped. Just my shoulder. Jin and the guards killed the shooter. One shot, clean. He fell dead. The room was chaos. People running, crying, security everywhere. Minjun picked Naomi up, carried her out, put her in his car. Hospital, now! No. She grabbed his shirt. I'm fine. It went through. Clean. You're bleeding. I was almost a nurse, remember? I can handle this. She looked at him. Who sent that shooter? His face was dark, murderous. I don't know yet, but I'll find out. Vivian got in the car. It was the Choi family. They've been trying to take over our territory for months. They thought killing Minjun at a wedding would send a message. They failed, Naomi said. Blood was soaking her dress. But she didn't care. What happens now? Now? Vivian looked at her. Now we go to war. 3 days later, Naomi stood in Minjun's office. Her shoulder was bandaged, still hurt. But she could move. The Choi family was finished. Minjun had destroyed them completely. Their businesses burned, their people arrested, their leader dead. Christopher Hayes was on the news, in handcuffs, being led into court, charged with corruption, bribery, evidence tampering. His career was over. His life was over. The judge denied bail, Jin reported. He'll stay in jail until trial, probably for years. Naomi watched the screen, felt nothing, no satisfaction, no anger, just done. It's over, she said. Not quite. Minjun turned off the TV. He looked serious, nervous. There's something I need to ask you. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a box, opened it. Inside was a ring. Not a diamond, a black stone, surrounded by red gems. "In my world, marriage isn't about love," he said. "It's about power, partnership, trust. You took a bullet for me. You stood up to my grandmother. You didn't run when things got dangerous." He got down on one knee. "Marry me, not because you have to, because you want to. Be my partner, my equal, my queen." Naomi looked at the ring, at him, at the life he was offering. Dangerous, violent, powerful, free. "Yes," she said. He stood up, slid the ring on her finger, kissed her like the world was ending. When he pulled back, Vivian was in the doorway, watching. "The families need to know," she said. "About the engagement, about her position." "Then tell them," Minjun said. "Naomi Brooks is now Naomi Kang, my partner. Anyone who disrespects her, disrespects me." Vivian nodded. Then she did something unexpected. She bowed, slightly, to Naomi. "Welcome to the family," she said. "For real this time." 6 months later, Amara was in remission. Her cancer was gone. She was healthy, happy, safe. Christopher Hayes was in prison, serving 20 years. He'd never hurt anyone again. Isaiah had left Chicago. Nobody knew where. Nobody cared. Naomi stood on the balcony of the penthouse. The city spread out below her. She wore black now. Expensive clothes. Her hair was different. Her walk was different. She was different. Minjun came up behind her, wrapped his arms around her waist. "What are you thinking?" "That I was drowning a year ago, and you pulled me out." "You pulled yourself out," he corrected. "I just gave you the tools." She turned in his arms, looked up at him. "I love you." "I love you too, Jagya." He kissed her forehead. "My queen, my partner, my everything." Below them, the city lights sparkled, like stars, like possibilities. Naomi had been nobody, a waitress, a victim, a woman drowning in debt and fear. Now she was a queen, and she would never apologize for it. Thank you for watching until the end. Tell us in the comments, where are you watching from and what time is it? If this story made you feel something, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more dark romance stories, and please share this video with anyone who would enjoy it. We'll see you in the next one.